The Indian Navy is on alert as China flexes its muscles in the South China Sea, soldiering its way to claiming the entire region, even beyond the 9-dashed line. India is spearheading the top-tier Malabar naval exercise along with its Quad partners, the US, Japan and Australia, on the 8th of October to expand its strategic footprint in the Indian Ocean region and beyond. A special focus this year would be on neutralizing the Chinese submarine threat. A source told the Times of India, quote, Malabar exercise will witness complex surface, anti-air and anti-submarine warfare drills, along with joint maneuvers and advanced tactical exercises to hone war-fighting skills, unquote. The much-awaited 28th edition of the 11-day Mega War Games is being hosted by India, underscoring its pivotal and central role in the Quad maritime security framework.
The Quad, will it survive regardless of the outcome?
The naval exercise is all set to begin from the harbour phase in Visakhapatnam, followed by the sea phase. According to a statement issued by the Indian Navy, quote, the exercise will focus on a broad range of activities designed to enhance cooperation and operational capabilities, including discussions on special operations, surface, air and anti-submarine warfare through subject matter expert exchange, unquote. On display will be India's naval and military prowess in the form of state-of-the-art naval defense platforms like guided missile destroyers, multi-purpose frigates, submarines, fixed-wing maritime reconnaissance aircraft, fighter jets and helicopters. Specifically, the Indian Navy will be deploying a Delhi-class destroyer, a Shivalik-class frigate and a Kamorta-class anti-submarine corvette along with MiG-29 fighter jets. Complex maritime operations such as anti-submarine warfare, surface warfare and air defense exercises will be conducted at sea during the course of this maritime war games. So what will Quad nations bring to these war games? The Quad nations will also bring their cutting-edge warships and naval assets, with Australia participating with HMAS Stuart, an Anzac-class frigate equipped with MH-60R helicopters and P-8 maritime patrol aircraft.
The relations between India and Australia have never been stronger. They're very important relationships.
USS Dewey, an Arleigh-Burke-class destroyer coupled with its integral helicopter and P-8 maritime patrol aircraft, will be fielded by the United States Navy. Lastly, Japan is expected to showcase its JS Ariake, a Murasame-class destroyer. All four nations are also set to display their special forces with a special focus on countering the growing maritime challenges posed by China's assertive actions in the South China Sea and the broader Indo-Pacific waters. The naval exercise is aimed at further enhancing the military interoperability among the four Quad countries. We'll see no fifth country participate. Now, the Malabar drills are crucial for the refinement of combat skills and the bolstering of joint operational tactics for the sake of maritime security in the Indo-Pacific region. Amidst rapidly changing dynamics due to China's increasing strategic footprint in the Indo-Pacific region, India too is stepping up its military partnerships with Quad nations through bilateral and multilateral agreements. On the 9th of October, which is during the harbour phase, a Visitors' Day is planned, which will witness the participation of delegations from the four nations. And the event will be hosted by Vice Admiral Rajesh Pendharkar, Flag Officer Commander-in-Chief of the Eastern Naval Command. So can the Quad effectively counter China's expansionist ambitions? The geostrategic grouping aimed to contain China's expansionist threats is going beyond military exercises. During the Quad Leaders Summit in the United States last month, the bloc issued a statement saying the four countries are, quote, leading maritime democracies in the Indo-Pacific and would be a force for good in the region, where, quote, no country dominates and no country is dominated, unquote. India-China relations are not only nosediving but have reached a tipping point as rigorous diplomatic discussions on the border dispute at the LAC are continuously resulting in a stalemate. In his remarks at the Sardar Patel Memorial Lecture on Governance on the 5th of October, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar reiterated, quote, today our ties are again at crossroads. The present situation does not serve the interests of either nation. There is a way forward, and that is by reinstating peace and tranquility in the border areas, respecting the LAC and not seeking to change the status quo, unquote. He emphasized that the only way which offer a credible pathway to resolution are the three mutuals: mutual respect, mutual sensitivity, and mutual interests, coupled with positive dynamic between both Asian nuclear giants. Jaishankar's comments came only 2 days after Chinese envoy to India, Xu Feihong, pushed forward Beijing's narrative of a new normal, saying, quote, China is willing to work with the Indian side to advance bilateral relations on a healthy and stable track, in accordance with the principles of mutual respect, mutual understanding, mutual trust, mutual accommodation, and mutual accomplishment, unquote. While 21 rounds of core commander-level talks have not reaped any results at the LAC, China's perpetual lip service of improving ties with India has not come to an end. Meanwhile, PLA continues to violate border agreements. Indian and Chinese troops have been locked in a military standoff ever since the Galwan Valley clashes in 2020, with two final points remaining at Demchok and Depsang plains, even as the two sides have completed 75% of disengagement process. However, India continues to block FDI and investments from Beijing and refuses to begin direct flights from China, as it maintains that ties with China cannot be normal unless there is peace at the border areas of the LAC. So the big question remains, will China spark a major conflict, and is Quad prepared to contain the Chinese expansionist ambitions? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.